Hello and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to show you the new Citizen CB5896-03X with the new E660 Movement. This is the upgrade from the ever popular E650 Movement. I'll talk about the watch and show you why it's an upgrade, also known as the PCAT, which stands for Perpetual Chrono Atomic Time. Let's talk about the specifications of this new CB5896-03X with the new E660 Movement. It's a 42mm case, 200 meters of water resistance, no screw down crown though, sapphire crystal glass. The case is stainless steel and has been rose gold ion plated, so the gold colour is infused into the steel, meaning it's harder wearing than the standard electroplating, where the colour just rests on top of the stainless steel. The watch also features a 60-minute chronograph. I'm not a fan of their chronograph on this watch. As you can see when you look at the minute counter, it's just too small, and the markers are so close together you wouldn't know what minute you are actually on. The watch has a perpetual calendar, meaning you never need to set the date until the year 2100. So the date window always rolls onto the first each month. And it's radio controlled as well, so receives a daily update from a radio tower that will adjust the accuracy of the watch and change the hour back and forth when the clocks change. Assuming you get a radio signal, that is, wherever you keep the watch between 2 and 4 in the morning, as that's when it searches automatically. When the watch receives a radio signal, it will set the perpetual calendar for you automatically. So if for whatever reason you never received a radio signal ever again, at least you won't need to set the date until the year 2100. Now here's where I'll cover the upgrade on the Movement and why the new PCAT is superior. I'll bring up the image of the old E650 Movement. This watch specifically is the AT4008-51E. Now I'm positive the new E660 collection will be available in all the same colourways as the older versions. So all the features I've mentioned are identical apart from one. The radio controlled functionality of the older E650 Movement is only available in the UK and America. As you can see on the feature dial, it has London, New York, Denver, Chicago and Los Angeles. You need a corresponding city or state to get the radio controlled benefit. So if you travelled anywhere else in the world with the older watch, you'd need to select ATM, which is alternative time, and put this in manually. The new E660 collection has more cities pre-programmed within it, as you can see if you look on the inside of the bezel. So you get your radio controlled functionality in more locations. It's important to note that you won't get the radio controlled feature in all of the 24 cities that are written around the inside of the bezel. So for example, Rio or Dubai, as Citizen don't have reach or access to a relevant radio tower, I suppose. However, if you do go to one of these locations, once you select it in the watch, it will go round to the correct time based on its memory. It just won't connect to a radio tower between 2 and 4 in the morning for the superior accuracy. So that is the upgrade. Now let's talk briefly about the styling of this watch. It's certainly unique. We had a brown detailed dial with a rose gold case and accents, applied markers, and a dark brown leather strap with white stitching. It's an extremely bold choice, and it isn't my cup of tea. I don't like gold on my watches personally, but I would say this is a watch you could dress up or down in, as you've got the sports aesthetic with the tachymeter bezel and chronograph, and then you've got the contrasting gold and leather strap. I think the fact Citizen have kept this design practically identical to the previous E650 models tells me they're onto a winner here with the layout and design. Clearly people like this styling. The watch is £429, and I think when you consider the technology and the finishing here, plus the fact it's eco-drive, that's not a bad price. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below.